Hi everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas day something or other. I'm just doing a bit of vlog diary footage, so I don't know when this is actually going to go live, because I've already put something out today, and today, which is Saturday, Saturday the 12th. I don't really know because I'm not opening the calendar. I've got an advent calendar, but I'm not being good with it. So I'm actually going to go outside today. I know this sounds like really weird to people who go outside, but obviously I'm still quite breathless with my COVID-19 diagnosis. I mean, it has been 5 weeks. It's probably about 6 weeks actually now. No, 5 weeks. But I'm still stuck with the breathlessness. I just can't get a deep breath in. But I've been doing things because I need to get back into stuff. But it's only been this week since I started doing Vlogmas that I've actually been feeling well enough to do things. So with it being Saturday, my husband's actually gone to work because it's only just gone 9, and I'm going to do a post run this morning even though it's Saturday, so that'll be the first time I've actually walked. So it's half a mile there, half a mile back. So I'll be doing a mile walk, which, you know, I need to get these things, I need to start doing these things, because otherwise my leg's going to ping off. It felt like it was going to ping off like a Cindy doll the other day doing the hoovering. So I need to get back out there, and then when he finishes work, which is going to be about 1 o'clock, he's going to come and grab me and we're going to go and do the food shop. So if I struggle with the mask, I'll just go and sit in the car, but I'll probably push through it because I wouldn't mind going to TK Maxx. I wouldn't mind going to the cancer research that's up there. And I need bubble wrap. So I'll probably have to go into Home Bargains and get bubble wrap. So I'm just doing my post here. Not really like incredible sales. I've sold them. I've let them go for £6 because they've been knocking around for ages. And then I've got 2 very, very similar white stuff blouses. That's one which is long sleeve, and another one which is short sleeve, and they've both gone for £9.99. But I think that was my thinking when I picked it up, because they're only £2. So it's a quick flip if I put them on cheap. One of them was an auction. And then, I mean, this is box porn if there ever was. I seem to have got 2 boxes which fit these things exactly. So this is one of the Lego sets that I was doing the other day. I've sold this for £40, and then they've paid me £10 to send it to the Netherlands. So I just had to, I have actually paid £8 for that little forklift piece there. And then this was part of a job lot which I paid £46 for. But it's like one of the Lego sets with that I expect to sell for 60, and I had most of the parts, so that's a decent sale. And then I had an offer last night on something which was on auction, and I let the auction finish early because it's this thing which I think I showed you when I picked it up. I only paid £3 for this, but it's not complete. And when I had it, it had a load of foam there on this bit which was all degraded. So I pulled that out and turned that round, and then with the CD, there's one of the CDs missing. So £20, and they've paid me £4 postage, is actually quite reasonable. So rather than, I had 7 watches on the auction, but I've had a lot of things just lately which I've had on auction, and I had something that had 20 watches on, and it went for the opening bid in the end, and it should have gone for around the £60 region. That was the pyjamas, the Desmond and Dempsey pyjamas. All these people just sort of like watched it and then never bid, so that was aggravating. And like I say, I mean, these, it's £10 for them, but you know, they're white stuff, it's 10 a penny. but it was very frustrating. So I just thought, well, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. They'll probably pay straight away, and then I can get that gone. And then I've got some more room for all the other Lego sets there that I need to list. So I've got some room to store them away. Yeah, keeping things moving. So I'm going to parcel these up now, and I'm going to go to the post office and hopefully be there for about 10, and it won't be busy. I couldn't really leave this to my husband's post today because it's about 11:30 is the collection time. This I know because I had to do my COVID test. When you do a COVID test at home, you have to put it in a priority post box. So I know what time the last collection is at this post box that they've got there. So I wonder what they'll say when I get there. Who the hell are you? Right, so I'm going to swiftly do this and then come back and do some work. I was hoping to do some photos, but it's so dingy. It's pouring with rain, so I'm going to get wet. But it also means I can't take many photos. I did take most of the photos that I did yesterday, but you can see that pile there. There's some shirts there that I wanted to redo photos for, and the Frankfurter blouse. It just got too dark. But thankfully I do use my Samsung phone to take my photos, and it's got a low light camera, so that makes the world of difference. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Hello. So now it is Monday, and it's just gone 1, and I've just turned the news off because it's stupid, because it sounds like they're going to try and like give more help to London because they're going into tier 3. Well, the rest of us have been in tier 3 since the dawn of time. So let's not talk about COVID. Well, I will talk about COVID actually, because as my last diary entry said, I was on Saturday, I was going to go out, which I did. So I did all that post. Jason finished work early, so he came and collected me, and then went off with him to Sainsbury's. So we dropped off at the post office, and I actually went in and dropped off the post for the first time in ages, which was fine. Yeah, that was okay. I put my mask on, and then we went to where Sainsbury's is. So we went round one of the charity shops. I went in Home Bargains because I needed bubble wrap, but they didn't have any because obviously it's Christmas. And then I went in TK Maxx, and then we did Sainsbury's shopping. And the upshot of it is I really struggled. It wasn't an asthma attack so much as I had to take my mask down off my nose, and I just couldn't breathe, and I'm really unimpressed. I don't want to be one of those people who's wearing a mask with the nose sticking out like an arb. But I couldn't manage it with the mask on my face. I just couldn't get a breath in properly because it was just hindering everything. So I'm going to have to try and get a mask exemption. I'm not very happy. I did push through, and I did do it. I did go around Sainsbury's, but I had to keep pulling my mask, sort of like pulling the elastic out and taking a breath, because that's how bad it was. And I just am not impressed. There doesn't seem to be any rules for getting mask exemption though. You seem to be able to go on the government website and just print it off. So there are no rules to anything. The only rule is if you ask for help, it won't be there. So great. So obviously I did go into a charity shop. I was in there for about 10-15 minutes. It's the one that I usually go to because it's at this big industrial estate. Why do I keep calling it industrial estate? It's a retail park. So I have got some bits. I'll show you what they are. Today I'm doing a big amount of ironing. I can show you because this pile here, ding, That's sewing. I am just ironing through everything. It is quite decent light, so I could get some decent pictures. Christmas tree is still not up, so I think that's it. My husband should finish sometime this week, so I'm going to get all my stuff photographed, because if it's photographed and it's drafted, I can just work on it whenever, and having a Christmas tree won't be too much of an issue. So I'm going to show you what I picked up on Saturday regardless. I haven't put it on my spreadsheet yet. Noisy. So this wasn't a thorough look by any stretch of the imagination. This is all I've come back with. But it just, I needed to test it. I need to push through things. I'm not going to be like giving in with things, because it's not going to help anything. It's not going to help my recovery if I don't go out there. At least now I can work on whatever is involved in getting market exemption. Not what I want to be walking around the lanyard, because I think that's the thing. I just don't want to end up getting in a row with people, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be constantly getting in a row with people, and who needs that? So this £3. It is actually new with tags. It originally cost £28. Just a gilet, but nice for Forever 21. I have not really picked Forever 21 up, but I thought that the style of this would sell. They don't seem to be selling for very much though, so maybe not the best thing to have picked up. And then I got this because this is a Harrington style jacket. And this is Top Man, £3. So I don't know, they might be going for about 25 to 30, I would imagine, with that. And it's not got any stains on it. I was quite surprised it was still there. And it's a large size, but you see it's got the decent lining in it, so I can be hopeful with that. A Tommy Hilfiger slim fit. This is size large. No stains, so to speak, on that. Just a basic 20 quid thing for that. Oh, this is nice. This is only Marks and Spencer's, but I don't know, I picked it up because it was quite nice. Just unusual blouse type thing. Oh, it's not got buttons on it. So it's a top, but as you can see, it's got spotty frilly bits on the trims. Oh, so it's not, it is like a, so it looks like a blouse underneath, but it isn't. So I'm hoping, I have had a quick look I think, and I couldn't find anything similar to that, but then I was looking for blouse and there's no buttons on it. There's buttons on the top bit though, on the collar bit, but I couldn't find anything similar to it. So hopefully I better get 20 for that because it's quite unusual. This is Hugo Boss. Green label, this is. Some of these selling for a decent amount. It's weird because I thought I had another one. The thing is I'm completely confused because I've literally been going through all my stock and ironing it. And I've listed a number of things. I really don't know what I've got anymore because I'm like completely overwhelmed with it. I found another box of stuff and I think that that's the stuff I picked up on the Monday before lockdown. So I might do I'll probably do another haul later on with that. But I know the bric-a-brac has been listed and sold. So this is Hugo Boss, green label. Green label sells better. Some of these are sold for the £50 mark for some reason. I don't know, different pattern I think. But that should be an easy 25 I would think. I remember looking at this and I don't know why I've come back with it. I think I've looked at it 100 times now to check if it's got holes in it. I'm convinced there's going to be holes in it. It is a pure new wool jumper. It's Marks and Spencer's again, but the old label, made in the UK. Yeah, so navy jumper, men's, don't know. I don't know. I know a lot of people do really well with vintage Marks and Spencer's, but I don't. This is Under Armour. Just because I've started doing this video, it's like gone into perfect conditions for taking photos, just because it knows that I'm not taking photos. So I might be stopping this pretty sharpish and doing my pictures. So it's got quite a decent print on the back of that one. Wrestling out of Hawaii. Yeah, oh, who even knows? Under Armour is another one of these weird ones. So there's the label. Don't know, 20, maybe 25, depending on if people, you know, want that print. I've risked Ted Baker again. These were £2. I think that's why I risk it, because it was only £2. So these are just a trouser. Ted Baker, always something nice inside. Probably going to, because they're cropped length, probably going to be more like 15 on them. So I've got another Hugo Boss there, but this is just the basic orange label, so this is probably just a £20 jobby. It's just a basic shirt. Oh, and that's it. I'm sure she charged me about 36 quid for this. I bought a pair of monsoon trousers for me, a pair of monsoon jeans, because I find that they're a really good cut, and they're a size 14, and they're flared. So they're just me all over. And yeah, and then I got a Smith's t-shirt, Salford Lads Club, which I found quite funny, because this charity shop is the one that's 5 minutes walk away from Salford Lads Club. And then the other thing that I got was a Weight Watchers book. That was 50p. My husband was buying a book, so I says, well, it's two for £1, so I've got to get a book. So I've got that one. I've got another Weight Watchers book which hasn't sold, so I'll put it with that, because putting them together is the key, I think. So that's the situation that I'm in. I did all my posts last night, and my husband's still doing it because he's just going to drop it off on the way back from work, because I'm not fantastic. I'm not giving up. Yesterday I worked until about midnight because I was doing taking advantage of the business account offer of capped fees at £2, because I really didn't want to I just didn't want to miss out. I put a fair few items on last week, fresh items, probably about 50 new things that I've listed, and I have ended and relisted, in the process of doing a stock take, 8 boxes. So that was all my coats, all my men's t-shirts and collared shirts and polo shirts, and jeans and trousers and shorts, men's and women's categories, and all the jumpers, because my jumper box was overflowing. So I had a little bit of room in one of the men's wear boxes, so I wanted to take all the men's jumpers out and put them in there while it's jumper season. And also because I needed to do I needed to amend a load of my listings and check them over, because I keep getting alerts saying that I need to add item specifics, which is a character, which is a nuisance, because most of them aren't to do, unless it's like a Snoopy t-shirt where I can click Snoopy and put Peanuts as a character family. There's not really much you can do about that, so I keep just, it's like, well, there isn't Hugo for Hugo Boss, but with Tommy Hilfiger there's an option for Tommy, and then there's Happy, and I'm clicking that because it just keeps alerting me, and if it's stopping my listings going in front of people, that's irritating. So because they keep asking me, and I've ignored it on a lot of occasions, and a lot of the time I'm typing my own thing in, and that doesn't seem to count for anything. I've just gone in and just put a load of rubbish, like blue shirt, blue. Because if they're going to ask the question, I'll give them an answer, even though it's the wrong answer. You know, if you want to question me like a cop, I'm gonna act in a certain way. So that's where I am. A number of things I sold straight away. So it was quite a positive week that I had last week. Even though I'm still ill, I'm not giving in to it. I'm just carrying on. I'm obviously not outside. The the preliminary test of going outside didn't really go very well, so there we go. I'm going to leave it here, and I'm looking at this big pile of stuff, and I might just shoot a haul video for another one of the Vlogmas days. So if you want hauls, they're coming up, even though they're like really old stock. It's getting done because it needs to get photoed. So thanks for watching, and this is Siobhan. She says goodbye. Goodbye. The only girl frog that I have.